Premier League transfer window. Madness, record-breaking deals. Football fans, buckle up. The January transfer window is on fire, and Premier League clubs are smashing records left, right, and center. With a week to go, the spending has already hit over £234 million, doubling last year's total. Can you guess who's leading the charge? We've got mega money moves, shock signings, and enough drama to make a Hollywood blockbuster blush. From title contenders splashing the cash to relegation battlers scrambling for reinforcements, this window has it all. Stick around and we'll break it all down together. You don't want to miss this. Last January was a bit like a cold Tuesday night in Stoke, quiet, underwhelming, and a bit dull, to be honest. Clubs spent just £116 million, a drop of more than £600 million compared to the summer splurge of 2023. It seemed like everyone was tightening their belts after a summer of extravagance. But this year, the champagne is flowing, the checkbooks are out, and teams are flashing their cash like they've just won the lottery. It's a complete 180. Maybe it's the thrill of a tight title race, or perhaps the fear of being left behind, but one thing's for sure, clubs are desperate for reinforcements before the February 3rd deadline. And let's be honest, who can blame them? The Premier League is more competitive than ever, and every point, every goal, every single decision could be the difference between glory and despair. So, where's all this money going? Who are the big spenders and who's playing it smart? Well, let's take a look at some of the biggest moves so far. Let's be honest, we all knew Manchester City would be up here, didn't we? They're like the kid in the schoolyard who always has the latest gadgets and the shiniest new trainers. Pep Guardiola's men have splashed an eye-watering £126.1 million so far. Their biggest move? Omar Marmoush from Frankfurt for a cool £63.2 million. The Egyptian winger is lightning quick and knows where the goal is, but is he worth that price tag? Only time will tell. They've also brought in Vitor Reis, a promising young defender from Benfica, and Abdulkadir Kusanov, an exciting Uzbek midfielder, for a combined £62.9 million. City are clearly building for the future, but they're not forgetting about the present either. And here's the kicker: rumor has it they're not done yet. Whispers are swirling about Juventus's Andrea Cambiaso and Aston Villa's Douglas Luiz. Can you imagine that midfield? De Bruyne, Rodri, Cambiaso and Luiz? It's enough to give opposition managers nightmares. Chapter 3. Now it's not just Manchester City making waves in this transfer window. Oh no, their rivals are hot on their heels, desperate to bolster their squads and knock City off their perch. Arsenal, flying high at the top of the table, are on the hunt for an attacking spark. They've been linked with a whole host of exciting forwards, but the name on everyone's lips is Benjamin Sesko. The young Slovenian striker has been tearing it up for Leipzig, and his pace, power, and clinical finishing would add a whole new dimension to Arsenal's attack. Imagine him feeding off those delicious passes from Saka and Odegaard. Unstoppable, right? Then there's Chelsea. Chelsea. They're like that friend who goes on a wild shopping spree every time they get paid, but then can't pay the rent at the end of the month. Todd Bailey seems to have caught the spending bug, and he's not afraid to splash the cash. They've already brought in Mykhailo Mudryk for a hefty fee, but will it be enough to salvage their season? And let's not forget about Manchester United. The Red Devils are finally showing signs of life under Erik ten Hag, and they're reportedly in the market for a new striker. Will they finally land that elusive number 9? Chapter 4. Right, hold on to your hats, folks, because this is where things get really interesting. With just days left until the transfer window slams shut, the pressure is on, and clubs will be scrambling to get those last-minute deals over the line. We all know deadline day is like a footballing version of a soap opera. There are rumors, counter-rumors, agents running around like headless chickens, and enough twists and turns to make your head spin. It's absolute chaos. But we wouldn't have it any other way, would we? Remember last year when Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang rocked up at the Emirates at the 11th hour, sending Arsenal fans into meltdown? Or what about Cristiano Ronaldo's sensational return to Manchester United? Deadline day always delivers those unforgettable moments that leave us speechless. This year promises to be no different. Keep your eyes peeled for teams like West Ham, who are desperate for a striker and have been linked with a move for Leipzig's Andre Silva. And don't rule out a few surprise packages either. There's always one, isn't there? That unexpected transfer that comes out of nowhere and blows everyone away. So, what's your take on this wild window? Are clubs spending wisely, or are we seeing another case of money madness? I mean, some of these fees are just astronomical, aren't they? It makes you wonder where it's all going to end. But hey, let's be honest, we love it really, don't we? The transfer window is like a month-long football festival full of excitement, anticipation, and the occasional heartbreak. It keeps us on the edge of our seats, and that's what it's all about. Share your predictions below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll see you back here with all the deadline day drama. Until then, stay football crazy.